Paul Walker's tragic death in 2013 left fans devastated.
Deaths of Fast and Furious star Paul Walker.
But for his only daughter, Meadow, it changed her entire world forever. Now, in 2025, Meadow is 26, navigating marriage, a rising career, and the heavy weight of carrying on her father's name. From red carpets to charity work, she's become the living link to the Fast and Furious star. But how has she balanced personal happiness with the responsibility of preserving Paul's legacy? You might not know this. From the very beginning, Meadow Walker's life was shaped by the distinct worlds of her parents. Meadow spent the early years of her childhood in the lush landscapes of Hawaii with her mother, Rebecca, where she was surrounded by the island's natural beauty and a sense of freedom that would later define her personality. Growing up away from the Hollywood spotlight, Meadow experienced a relatively private and grounded childhood, one marked by the loving guidance of her mother and the quiet influence of her father, who was frequently traveling for film projects. Despite the physical distance between father and daughter, Paul Walker maintained a close bond with Meadow. He often spoke about the ways in which fatherhood softened his outlook on life. In a 2009 interview with Parade, he reflected on the gentle but profound impact Meadow had on him, quoting his mother-in-law's sentiment, "Little girls soften their daddies' hearts." This simple, heartfelt idea perfectly captured the role Meadow played in his life, a reminder of innocence, joy, and the small, meaningful moments that bring balance to even the busiest of lives. In 2011, when Meadow was 12, she made the move from Hawaii to Los Angeles to be closer to her father. The transition marked a new chapter in their relationship, allowing Meadow to witness firsthand the man behind the public persona of a Hollywood star. Paul Walker described her in an interview with People as someone who embodied a balance of both her parents' traits. He noted that Meadow shared qualities with her mother, grace, poise, and a reflective nature, while also reflecting aspects of his own personality, including a sense of curiosity and a love for exploration. Paul fondly described Meadow as a bit more of a free roamer who noticed and appreciated life's smaller joys, whether that meant the beauty of nature, the excitement of a spontaneous adventure, or the quiet pleasure of a family moment. Even at a young age, Meadow exhibited a maturity that combined her father's adventurous spirit with her mother's grounded presence, forming a unique personality that resonated with both those who knew her personally and the public who admired her father. Meadow Rain Walker has carved out her own path in the fashion world, building a modeling career that blends sophistication, confidence, and individuality. Her journey officially began in 2017 when she signed with the prestigious agency DNA Models, a move that would quickly place her on the radar of the fashion industry. Meadow's striking features, a mix of her father's expressive eyes and her mother Rebecca Soteris's refined elegance, combined with her natural poise, made her a compelling presence both on the runway and in print campaigns. From the start, Meadow demonstrated a willingness to explore the high fashion sphere with both professionalism and a personal sense of style. She walked for major designers such as Proyenza Schouler and Alexander McQueen, earning recognition for her effortless grace and ability to convey a narrative with every step. Runway appearances quickly became a platform for her to not just showcase clothing, but to express her own emerging identity within the competitive and often scrutinized world of modeling. Colleagues and photographers have praised her for her calm confidence, professionalism, and the way she can embody a designer's vision while still maintaining her own distinct presence. Beyond the runway, Meadow has also made a significant mark in the beauty industry. In 2023, at the age of 25, she celebrated a major milestone by becoming the face of Givenchy Beauty. This partnership positioned her not only as a model, but as a rising ambassador for one of fashion's most iconic luxury brands. Sharing her excitement on Instagram, Meadow posted a photo of her face featured in a campaign above a department store cosmetics counter, writing, "Wow, another dream come true." The post captured both her gratitude and the thrill of achieving a goal she had long aspired to, resonating with her growing audience of fans and fashion enthusiasts alike. Back to the past. The tragic loss of Paul Walker in November 2013 left an indelible mark on Meadow Rainwalker, then just 15 years old, and set her on a path that involved both personal grief and legal battles. The circumstances surrounding her father's death were devastating. Paul was a passenger in a Porsche Carrera GT driven by his friend and business associate Roger Rodas when the car crashed and both men were killed at the scene. In the aftermath, Meadow and her family grappled not only with the emotional toll of losing a beloved father, but also with questions about the safety of the vehicle involved in the fatal accident. In September 2015, Meadow took a decisive step in seeking accountability for her father's untimely death, filing a wrongful death lawsuit against the makers of the Porsche Carrera GT. The suit, obtained by People, alleged that the vehicle lacked safety features that could have prevented the accident or, at a minimum, allowed Paul Walker to survive the crash. The legal action highlighted Meadow's determination to address the circumstances of the tragedy and her commitment to ensuring that such risks were publicly scrutinized. At just 17, she confronted a complex and emotionally charged legal process, showing remarkable maturity in navigating both the public and private aspects of the case. 2 years later, in 2017, Meadow reached a settlement with Porsche, bringing some closure to the legal battle over the vehicle's design and safety features. The settlement was an important milestone, not only legally but also symbolically, as it represented recognition of the loss she and her family had endured. That same year, she also secured a $10.1 million settlement from the estate of Roger Rodas, the driver of the car, which was placed into a trust for Meadow's future. Her lawyer told People at the time that the trust would serve as a structured means of supporting her long-term well-being, reflecting both financial prudence and a protective measure following such a profound loss at a young age. While the lawsuits and settlements addressed the financial and legal ramifications of her father's death, they could not fully alleviate the emotional weight Meadow carried. Nevertheless, the process demonstrated her resilience and her ability to advocate for herself in difficult circumstances. By taking legal action, she not only sought justice for Paul, but also helped set a precedent in raising awareness about automobile safety in high-performance vehicles. In September 2015, Meadow Rainwalker took a profound step toward preserving her late father Paul Walker's legacy by announcing the launch of the Paul Walker Foundation on what would have been his 42nd birthday. The foundation was established with a mission that reflected the values and passions her father had championed throughout his life, emphasizing both kindness and environmental stewardship. According to its mission statement, the organization is dedicated to spontaneous acts of goodwill that empower young people and support the environment they live in. From its inception, the foundation served as a bridge between Meadow's personal grief and her desire to carry forward the principles that shaped her father's life. The foundation's focus on ocean conservation echoes Paul's lifelong commitment to marine life and environmental awareness. By aligning its philanthropic initiatives with his passions, the Paul Walker Foundation ensures that his impact extends beyond the entertainment industry and into areas of lasting social and ecological significance. Meadow has described the creation of the foundation as an intimate act of remembrance and a way to celebrate the qualities that made her father unique. Sharing a throwback photo of herself with Paul on Instagram, she wrote, "Reflecting on my father, I found myself reflecting on his passions. I wanted to start this foundation because I want to share that piece of him with the world. I want to share that part of him with others." Her words captured the heartfelt motivation behind the organization, transforming loss into action, grief into purpose, and memory into tangible change. Over the years, Meadow has used the Paul Walker Foundation as a platform to champion a wide array of philanthropic projects. From environmental initiatives to empowering youth, The organization's programs are designed to inspire meaningful impact and cultivate a sense of responsibility in the next generation. In June 2022, Meadow announced a major initiative under the foundation, the PWF Do Good Scholarship. This scholarship aims to recognize and support a deserving student who demonstrates a genuine commitment to addressing the critical needs of their community or the environment. By creating this scholarship, Meadow ensures that her father's legacy continues to inspire actionable, positive change, encouraging young people to pursue their passions in ways that benefit the world around them. Now, let's talk about Meadow's personal life. After years of growing into her own as a model, philanthropist, and advocate, Meadow Rain Walker celebrated one of life's most joyous milestones in October 2021 when she married her longtime partner, Lewis Thornton Allen. Their romance, which friends and family described as whirlwind yet deeply grounded, culminated in an intimate and unforgettable beachside ceremony in the Dominican Republic. The setting reflected Meadow's appreciation for natural beauty and tranquility, offering a serene backdrop for a day filled with love, celebration, and meaningful connections. Meadow, who had become known for her elegant presence both on the runway and in the public eye, made a stunning bridal statement in a custom Givenchy haute couture gown. The dress, meticulously crafted for the occasion, combined classic sophistication with modern flair, highlighting Meadow's signature style and her affinity for high fashion. Every detail of the ensemble, from the flowing fabric to the delicate embellishments, was chosen to honor both her individuality and the significance of the day, underscoring the blend of personal expression and tradition that defined the ceremony. Perhaps one of the most poignant moments of the wedding was when Meadow was walked down the aisle by Vin Diesel, her father Paul Walker's close friend and co-star in the Fast and Furious franchise. Diesel, who had shared a deep bond with Paul both on and off the set, symbolically represented the enduring connection Meadow maintains with her father's memory. In that moment, the presence of someone so intimately tied to her father's life added a layer of emotional resonance, reminding all attendees that love, friendship, and family extend across generations and life's milestones. The ceremony itself was understated yet deeply meaningful. Rather than grandiose displays, Meadow and Lewis focused on the intimacy of the experience, surrounded by close family and friends who had witnessed the couple's journey. Every aspect of the wedding, from the sun-drenched beach to the carefully curated details of the celebration, reflected their personalities and shared values, balancing elegance with heartfelt simplicity. Meadow's decision to incorporate elements that honored her father's legacy demonstrated her commitment to keeping his memory alive in the most personal and celebratory ways. Following the vows, the couple celebrated with a reception that blended laughter, heartfelt speeches, and moments of quiet reflection. Meadow's Instagram post from the day captured her joy and gratitude, though she chose to keep much of the event private, sharing only glimpses of the celebration. The wedding marked not just the union of Meadow and Lewis, but also a continuation of life's journey, where love, family, and remembrance coexist. However, after nearly 2 years together as husband and wife, Meadow and Lewis determined that their paths would be better pursued separately. In a joint statement posted to Instagram, the couple emphasized the amicable nature of their decision. "We have come to the agreement to amicably separate," the statement read. "This is truly a united decision. We maintain mutual love and respect for one another, and will continue to support each other." The wording reflected a conscious effort to maintain dignity and positivity despite the end of their marriage, highlighting the ongoing care and respect that continued to define their relationship. By framing their separation in this way, Meadow and Lewis sent a message that ending a marriage does not necessarily diminish the bond or the affection that once existed, nor does it erase the meaningful moments they shared. The announcement also illustrated Meadow's evolving approach to life in the public eye. Having grown up largely in the shadow of her father Paul Walker's fame, and having faced personal challenges including the tragic loss of her father and subsequent legal battles, Meadow has consistently navigated her life with thoughtfulness and composure. The measured tone of the separation statement echoed her maturity, reinforcing her commitment to handling personal matters with grace and respect, even when under public scrutiny. While the end of her marriage marked a turning point in Meadow's personal life, it also underscored her ability to prioritize self-awareness and emotional honesty. She and Lewis both acknowledged the value of mutual support and respect, demonstrating that a relationship's conclusion can coexist with care, understanding, and a recognition of shared history. This approach is particularly notable given the pressures that come with a highly visible life in the public eye, where personal transitions often become fodder for speculation or sensationalism. Meadow Rain Walker's life has been shaped not only by her famous father, Paul Walker, but also by the lasting bonds he formed with his Fast and Furious family. Over the years, Meadow has maintained a close connection with several of her dad's co-stars, creating relationships that go beyond professional ties to form a chosen family of sorts. Her wedding in October 2021 was a testament to these enduring connections, with both Jordana Brewster and Vin Diesel attending the intimate beachside ceremony. Diesel's presence was particularly meaningful, as he had walked Meadow down the aisle, a deeply symbolic gesture that underscored the bond he shares with both Paul and Meadow. The ceremony also highlighted Diesel's own family's integration into Meadow's life. Hania Riley Sinclair, Diesel's daughter, served as Meadow's maid of honor, a role that illustrated the close friendship and mutual trust between the two families. Diesel shared a touching Instagram post alongside a photo of the pair, writing, "Look at this photo, Pablo. It will make you smile. The same angel that you helped me prepare for in the most beautiful way with your brotherly advice is the same angel that precious Meadow asked to be her maid of honor." The post reflected the warmth and deep respect that exists between Diesel, his late friend, and Meadow, showing how these bonds have been nurtured and sustained over time. Diesel has spoken openly about his protective instincts toward Meadow, acknowledging the unique place she holds in his life. In a June 2021 interview with Extra, he shared, "She's the first person on Father's Day to wish me Happy Father's Day. To see her with my children is one of the most beautiful things. There are moments when I see her playing with my 6-year-old daughter Pauline, and it hits me so deep because I can only imagine what my brother sees when he sees that." His words reveal a profound emotional connection, one that mirrors the kind of love and guidance Paul Walker himself would have offered. For Meadow, these relationships provide both comfort and continuity, allowing her to navigate life with a support network that has long understood her family's legacy. The presence of these Fast and Furious family members at Meadow's wedding illustrates how her father's influence continues to shape her personal life. Through these enduring friendships, Meadow has experienced mentorship, care, and camaraderie that extend beyond Hollywood glitz into deeply human connections. From walking down the aisle with Diesel to celebrating milestones alongside Hania, Meadow's interactions with her father's co-stars demonstrate the powerful bonds formed through shared experiences and mutual respect. These relationships serve as both an emotional anchor and a bridge to her father's memory, allowing her to honor his life while building her own. In addition, Meadow Rain Walker has long honored her late father, Paul Walker, through heartfelt tributes shared on Instagram, keeping his memory alive while offering glimpses into their special bond. Each year, on his birthday and the anniversary of his tragic death, Meadow commemorates the actor with personal reflections, photographs, and videos that reveal both her enduring love for him and the profound impact he had on her life. These tributes have become a window into her ongoing process of grief, remembrance, and celebration of the father-daughter connection they shared. In 2021, Meadow shared a particularly touching throwback photo from her childhood, capturing herself as a baby, embracing her father while he gently kissed her cheek. The image was accompanied by a heartfelt caption, "I love and miss you endlessly. Today and every day I celebrate your life, your love, and you, my best friend." The post resonated with fans around the world, offering an intimate glimpse into the warmth and closeness of their relationship. It reflected not only Meadow's affection, but also the sense of companionship and comfort she had always drawn from her father. A relationship that extended beyond mere parental guidance into a deep, enduring friendship. In 2023, Meadow marked the 10th anniversary of Paul's death with another deeply personal tribute. She shared a never-before-seen video of her father, capturing a moment when she surprised him on his birthday. The caption read simply, "10 years without you. I love you forever." The clip, intimate and candid, allowed fans to witness a joyful moment between father and daughter, emphasizing the emotional depth of their bond and Meadow's commitment to preserving his memory in a way that is personal, authentic, and profoundly moving. The following year, in 2024, Meadow continued her tradition of celebrating her father's life on what would have been his 51st birthday. She posted another cherished photograph of the two together, taken when she was a child, and paired it with a loving caption, "Happy birthday to my best friend. I love and miss you so much every day. Thank you for everything. My forever guardian angel." These words, tender and sincere, highlight the enduring influence Paul Walker has had on her life. The term forever guardian angel underscores how Meadow continues to feel his presence, guidance, and protection long after his passing. Are you curious about Meadow's current career? Meadow Rainwalker's connection to the Fast and Furious franchise came full circle in 2023 when she appeared in the series' long-awaited final installment, Fast X. The film premiered on May 19th, marking a significant moment both for the franchise and for Meadow personally, as it allowed her to honor her late father, Paul Walker, while stepping into the cinematic world that had been such a defining part of her life. Just days before the premiere, Meadow took to Instagram to tease her cameo and reflect on the profound impact the series had on her upbringing and identity. In her emotional post, Meadow shared, "The first Fast was released when I was 1 year old. I grew up on set watching my father, Vin, Jordana, Michelle, Chris, and more on the monitors." Her words conveyed a deep sense of nostalgia, illustrating how her earliest memories were intertwined with the energy, camaraderie, and creative spirit of the Fast and Furious family. Meadow added, "Thanks to my dad, I was born into the Fast family. I can't believe now I get to be up there too, with those who have been around to see me grow up." The post captured not only her excitement at finally joining the cast on screen, but also her appreciation for the people who had watched her grow from a child on set to a young adult contributing to her father's legacy. Meadow also acknowledged the support she received during filming, thanking director Louis Leterrier for his kindness, patience, and support, and film producer Brandon Bertel, whom she described as "my dad's best friend." "I am so blessed to be able to honor my father's legacy and share this with him forever X," she concluded, emphasizing the personal and emotional significance of her role in the film. Her participation was more than a cameo. It was a continuation of her father's story and a meaningful tribute to the man whose life and career had left a lasting mark on both the franchise and the world. Following the premiere, people spoke with several Fast and Furious stars about having Meadow on set. Vin Diesel reflected on the experience, saying, "It did something to my soul, to see her want to honor her father and to contribute in her own way to his life's work." It meant everything. Michelle Rodriguez echoed the sentiment, noting, "It's everything to us because Paul's memory is never going to die within the franchise. So as long as we're doing it, we have to maintain that, keeping his energy alive." Jordana Brewster also praised Meadow's dedication, describing it as really inspiring to watch her work so hard during her time with the cast. Meadow's cameo in Fast X was therefore much more than a brief appearance. It was a symbolic and heartfelt continuation of her father's legacy. By stepping into the world he helped create, she not only honored Paul's memory, but also strengthened the bonds between herself, his colleagues, and the franchise that had been such an integral part of his life. For Meadow, participating in the film represented a merging of past and present, a chance to celebrate her father, contribute meaningfully to his enduring story, and leave her own mark on the cinematic family that had shaped so much of her childhood. Her appearance, dedication, and reflections on the experience highlighted her commitment to preserving her father's spirit while forging her own path within the world he loved. What do you think about Meadow Walker? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.